One of the things I thought I might do is to tell you a little bit about the area where we are. You might find it interesting, the fact that we're in a very, very lucky position. For example, in the distance there, see if I can zoom in. I can't really see it that well with the telephone, but anyway, I'm hoping that in the distance there is Anagni. We are a suburb of Anagni. We are in San Filippo. Now, Anagni in the Middle Ages was a very, very, very important place. It's known as the City of Popes. 7 popes lived in Anagni, including the one and only English pope that there's ever been, Pope Andrew. I think he was Pope about 1150 something. Now, as well as that, when the Crusades actually started, this is where it all started. It started 1095. So when the Crusades were coming from all over Europe and going over, they would certainly come past Anagni for a blessing from the Pope. You know, so that's what would happen, is that then they would go on to fight, you know, to go and fight, you know, the Holy Wars. So Thomas de Becket spent quite a lot of time in Anagni. In fact, in the museum there, the Bonifacio Museum, there's quite a lot of artifacts of Thomas de Becket, and so that people sort of get to understand the importance of this. I mean, there's the main road, the road here, which is called the Via Francigena, and the Via Francigena is the actual Crusade road. It's where the Crusades would come past to come to Anagni, and then they would go on further south, you know, where they would get the ships to go and, you know, to fight the Holy Wars, and then on the way back. I'd say people that Richard the Lionheart and Robin Hood will have passed going down and then coming back home. So it's very, very, very important, but yet very few people have heard of it. It's an amazing, amazing place. So that's one. Then if I turn you around a little bit further in the distance, we will see Colleferro. Now, see if I can zoom in. Colleferro is there in the distance. There, what you can see is a quarry, and then Colleferro is on the right hand side of it. Now, Colleferro is quite an industrial place, and one of the things that they do in Colleferro is they actually make the rockets for all the Aria satellites. You know, so all the satellites that for Europe that go into the sky or into space are all made in Colleferro. So that's Colleferro. We go further on to the right hand side by the trees. You can actually see there's another place there. That place is called Pagliano. And again, it's a beautiful town, hilltop. And then what you can't see, you know, on the other side, you know, there is Acuto, and there is Piglio, and then further on there is the mountain of Mount Scalambra, which is about 15, well, actually you can see Scalambra, which is 1500 metres above sea level. That's about 4,500 feet. And from the top of Mount Scalambra, you look across, you can actually see the sea. So, by the way, at this moment in time, we are looking west. So that's west there. Then that is south. So geographically, we're in a fantastic position because this is east, and from sunrise, you know, we have the sun, and then all through the day we have the sun, and that is west, and that's where the sun sets. So as long as the sun is out, we've got the sun. So we are in a very, very fortunate position. So I hope you find that interesting, and I will love you and leave you, and we'll speak to you later. Bye.